Hi, my name's David. Has your spouse said that they love you, but they're not in love with you? Have they said things like they want a divorce, or maybe the divorce papers are already filed? Here's the thing. Nobody's taught how to be married. We don't learn these things in school, how to deal with our difficult emotions or difficult people. And there are just certain things in life that we should have taught to us that should be memorized into our life. And that's what this marriage manual is supposed to do for you. It's supposed to help you learn those things that you weren't taught in school so that you can use them forever moving forward in your marriage and in your personal life to your benefit, and not to have a lack of skill sets, which is actually to your detriment. So I encourage you to remember that this program is something you should be using for your life and not something in the here and now just to get you by. This is something that can make long-lasting, permanent, wonderful changes to your relationship if you're willing to put in the time and the commitment to doing so. Doesn't matter. This is the program that's going to help you turn things around. I'm so confident about this that I give a 100% money back guarantee. My name's David. I've been a therapist for 15 years now, and it took me 5 years to write this marriage manual. This marriage manual is composed of not only solid research done by many, many people, but also 15 years as a specialist in relationship therapy from a clinical perspective, my perspective. So these are the things that I know work, and I have helped thousands of people save their marriage, okay, and just even improve their marriage. This program is for you. It doesn't matter if you've only been married a few months or you've been married for 30 years. This program and what's in it is really going to help you. I wrote this to be kind of like a car manual. How to. So you can easily go through this and look at the description and get a good sense on this website of how this stuff is laid out for you. But because this is a little bit of a commercial, I want to give you a little bit of a freebie too, okay? I'm going to tell you very quickly how you can make improvements in your marriage using just 5 methods. Real quick today, you don't even have to buy this program. Because if you really, really want to make those improvements and make them stick, then definitely buy this program. All right, so here is the 5 things that you can do to change your relationship around starting today. Number 1, use lots of loving language and build up a environment of love and appreciation. Okay, so for example, maybe you guys have gotten away from the I love you or thank you or I appreciate you kind of commentary. Start putting that back in, even on little things. Thanks for opening up the garage door. Anything that you can think of to show appreciation. Thank you for dinner. Dinner was good tonight. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as you're keeping the commentary positive and loving, and you're saying things like, honey, dear, sweetheart, as opposed to, hey, you. Okay. Learn how to use those kinds of communication skills. And I'll give you a little more of a free hint. Active listening skills. Go look them up on YouTube. In this program, we do active listening skills in the context of a relationship. So that's going to make a huge, huge difference, because in active listening skills, one of the things that you'll be learning, and in this program especially, is how to stick to the feelings. Don't try to solve the problem or fix it for your spouse. How to be there emotionally with them in order to build that bond is part of what we go over in the communication skills in this program. And you get a little taste of that by doing some Google searches on YouTube. Okay. Second way to improve your marriage starting today is to bring the fun back. Okay. Now, of course, you have to kind of understand where your spouse is. And maybe you're just looking to improve your marriage, or maybe your spouse is way over here and they're looking at that divorce real hard and real serious. You can still try to have fun. It's just what kind of fun? You're going to have to figure that one out, but there's good direction in the manual. For now, let's just say this. You want to bring the relationship back into full effect, you're going to have to try to have a little bit of fun. Joke about things that are appropriate. Never joke about your spouse, okay? Don't say things at their expense. That's a bad one. When I say joke, I mean laugh a little bit at life. Offer to go do something that you don't normally do. Maybe it's hiking, maybe it's biking, maybe it's skating, parasailing, surfing, snorkeling, bowling. Try to mix it up. Variety is the spice of life. And if they're willing to go, then have a great time and do that more consistently. Some of the saddest things I've ever heard was a couple that they had a date night like 2 years ago. Okay, date nights are supposed to be ideally once a week. Right? The next thing that you can do, number 3, is learn how to negotiate, not compromise. Okay, I know the old wisdom is marriages are about compromise. Do you want to get on a compromised airplane or a compromised boat or anything that's compromised? I don't. Why would I want to get into a compromised marriage? What you're really looking for in a relationship is to develop the ability to negotiate, to create trade, so that you create a win-win scenario with your spouse, not a win-lose. Okay, because when you have that win-lose dynamic, your spouse wants to eventually get back up there and snack you down, and then you want to do the same, and it creates more of a competition and not a partnership. So learning the art of negotiation is something that we cover in this marriage manual, and I encourage you to look at that for yourself as well. And now the 5th thing that you can do is learn how to split the old from the new. This is really important. You're looking at a marriage program because the old didn't quite work, where there's some areas that need improvement. The new is what is going to push you forward in your relationship to better and better heights, if you will. So here, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be telling your spouse, hey, the old me probably would have done this or reacted this way or got emotional or something. But the new me is this way, right? The old me didn't used to do these kinds of things around the house. But the new me figures, yeah, I can, do these kinds of things if I set it up this way. And so what you're doing is you're helping your spouse let go of the past and to forgive and to trust and have some faith in the relationship again and the new you, right? And so this is a great method of helping marriages move forward, is by splitting the old from the new. And of course, there needs to be some evidence. Well, how do I know that this new you is real and not just some smoke in my face? Well, first off, nobody can keep the smoke up forever. These new things that you're trying to do, they're not bad. They're almost all behavioral. I promise you, at the end of the program, you're still going to like your favorite pizza and vote for whoever you want to vote for. Okay, we're not changing who you are at this deep, deep level. We're changing behaviors. Okay, so when we're looking at the old and the new, okay, what we're really looking at is what is healthy and what is not healthy. And you can blame the change on this program, on a therapist that you might be seeing, on a great book that you've read. And there you have it. 5 things that you can do to make significant changes in your life. Much more detail and obviously a lot more in this marriage manual. This marriage manual is very robust, and I need it to help basically any marriage. I'm fat, bald, and my face is sterilized, and yet I'm still happily married. And if a guy like me can do it, believe me, you can do it too. Okay. Now, if you're thinking, oh, sterilized face isn't that big of a deal. Well, I can't, chew with my mouth closed. Not great when you go to restaurants. Can't smile. So, my wife doesn't know I'm joking half the time. And I'm not the great kisser that I used to be. And yet I'm still very happily married. And if a guy like me can make quick improvements to my marriage, you can do it too. And let me tell you, the first 2 years of my marriage were really rough. I did get special permission from my wife to say that it was basically hell on earth plus torture, because you got to have the torture to describe the emotional pain and the back and forth that we were going through. But thankfully, I started to learn as I was a graduate student at the time how to incorporate good, healthy methods into the relationship that have ironed out that relationship since. So I'm so excited for this program to help you in your journey in either saving your marriage or improving your marriage. And I hope that you enjoy it and you have nothing to lose with the money back guarantee. So my name's David, and I hope to talk to you a little bit more. If you get the hybrid program, we can go over your specific situation and how to help you through it. Thank you.